Today, another update of Descript, so pay attention because there's some new stuff that'll affect your workflow and you're going to want to know how to use it. So meet me in the software. The first update has to do with the translation feature. So if you go to Underlord and then from Underlord scroll down to Translate, you click on that. First of all, it is now out of beta. So along with that, there's no unlimited usage anymore and you can't use it if you're on the free plan. You have to be on the creator plan or above. And you're limited to 30 minutes a month on the creator plan. And then everything else is the same as far as you select the language you want to translate to, and then whether or not to dub it, which is turning your transcript into voice using your AI speaker. What is also different is once you run through that process, before there was a pop-up window showing you your original version and your translated version. Now it's all built into the editor. So once you have a translation, as I do with this, then you'll have this option. So I have my original, which is in English, and then below that I have Catalan, which I translated it to. So I can just select it, and then it moves me into my Catalan version of this video. And you can see it's got the Catalan version above, and then below it, it's got the English version, and I can play it to listen to it. And it's just a new and improved workflow. The next change has to do with the checkout workflow. So if you go into your settings and then subscription, and then you're changing your plan, it opens up in the browser and it has this kind of workflow where it shows you the pricing. And let's say I select creator, and then it just looks like this. It's just a different look and it's supposed to be easier to use. Next, back to Descript. Another new thing today is under the general tab in settings is this thing right here, default AI speaker. So you can click this select dropdown and you can go with one of your trained AI speakers, or you can browse the stock speakers, and these are the ones that are the professional voice actors, and you can choose one of those. And then that will be automatically applied every time that you have a new project. And that brings up another thing I'm seeing here that's new is the UI is different. Everything's got these little boxes with these drop downs. Before there was no box, so you couldn't necessarily tell that it was an interactable element, but they've added a lot of boxes and it just makes the UI a little bit easier to understand. And the next thing, and this is over into the changelog itself, which is on feedback.descript.com. Automatic multicam is a lot faster now, they're saying. It was pretty slow, so this will be good that it's just going to process a lot quicker once you apply automatic multicam to your podcast. The preview playback for stock media will now stop after you add it to the composition. So these are just little quality of life things that are just going to make the whole Descript experience better. And repair audio drift, split to mono, convert to mono, and normalize audio, which aren't features that most people use often, but if you do, those are now available on the web and the desktop preview versions of Descript, in addition to the desktop app where they've always been available. And then the last one they said is they've added highlights and shading to the sidebar. That's what I've already pointed out. Those little frames around the drop downs, and then the different shading of, like, for example, these X and Y numbers. There's just that shading behind it, so you can tell that that's an interactable element. And then they've changed their help center overall, the look of it. So they've just redesigned that so it's a little bit cleaner and more streamlined. Other than that, they just have the bug fixes, just a few little things, little issues that were going on that are now fixed. If you ever need help learning Descript, this is what I do full time. So click this button right here and you can book time with me to learn how to get the most out of this tool.